anything could happen.
Yeah, it was a really... Harblue, like Sigma said, danced around in middle long enough to give his team time. And if Blaze hadn't walked out that perfectly timed push, he caught Soup still sticky jumping in, didn't have enough life to fight him off, able to kill Soup and the medic. So big play there. And now we are sitting with Bro trying to push last. They do have about a 30% advantage, so I'm not sure if they're aware of it. This last minute or two of TF2 has been pretty crazy. But here we go, bomb coming in up close for Harblue. Not exactly sure what that was, but he's going to go down, get some damage, but there comes the Uber. They see the heavy, they're going to call to focus him down, and there he goes, Ruin playing the heavy pieces, gets dismantled, and now we're on the point here. Red desperately trying to get the Uber. Brad does get it at the very last second. Do they have a chance to clean all of the blue players up? He's flashing as much as he can, but it's just so much. A scout dips in from respawn. I'm not a resupplier. I'm here to kill you. That was Sam finishing off the round, and now we are tied up 3-3. A pretty nice push onto last there. Took their time. Red did get Uber, but it just wasn't enough, DJC.
Yeah, man. Blaze is pretty much the MVP of the LAN so far, isn't he? I can't think of a single map where he hasn't made insane plays. It seems like he's maybe the best 1v6 player in TF2 at this point if he's going to keep doing this. We are taking over the mid here, though, and Dummy is up top with his scout protecting him. Soup goes on the ground, takes the initial sticky. Both scouts up top for Flow right now. We're going to see some right-side aggression here from Harblue. He's directly into the corner, but Mezer's already out of mid. Harblue taking some pipes as well from Dummy, will trade with him. The fight moves to the point. Brad unfortunately stuck on the point where Oplad manages to sandwich him. There's just Ruin up right now with 41 health, trying to get to that health pack. He's going to dance around for a while here, maybe even get out. It looks like he's going to flee through the garage and escape to safety.
Yeah, Ruin is playing really well here. He's got to look at his team and say, man, I wish you guys were alive long enough for me to do something there. Try to run around that box and flank, but by the time he got there, everybody was dead. Like you said, they were in the Oplad sandwich, which is not a place anyone wants to be. And now we're here pushing second. Looking at the Uber, Mezer does have it, so Flow's got to be careful here, obviously, because they do not want to get Brad caught in this room. They want to try to pop them here and escape back to last with Brad. They know they're not going to be able to defend this point fully, but they're going to try to keep Brad alive and force pop, and they're going to be able to do just that, but oh my god! Boomer turned the corner and did not get popped on. I don't know what they're doing, but they're losing all sorts of advantage, and now Sigma, I believe they're going to be able to hold that second point, so a huge misstep. Mezer holding on to his Uber, milking away, and now they're back in middle with a full Uber advantage going by the second.
Yeah, and Flow's not going to give them any time to breathe. They get Dummy really low. Mezer doesn't pop on him yet, but they pop now to delay mid. Now it's going to be a fight. Can the spawns come in enough for Bro to make this win? Or, well, I mean, they killed the scouts, but Flow has Uber now, so it's up to Flow whether they keep going or whether they're waiting for the scouts. It looks like they're going to wait.
Go. Yeah, I'm surprised. I thought they would go, just judging by Harblue's urge to go 1v6 or 2v6 last time, but here they go. They're in a terrible position. Brad might drop. Here he does! Oh my god! I saw him sneak in and a double onto Soup. YZ50 finally makes his signature moment of this match, taking Brad's Uber, putting it in his pocket. Big play for Ben, and now Blue cascading onto last, the crashing wave, and that's going to be it. 4-3 in favor of Bro. And DJC, or Dorm Me here on Flow's season. They need to make something happen.
And this has been a rather forgettable LAN for Pure so far. In the early game, he continued to drop Harblue on the Uber pushes. Now he's just switched to dropping the Uber altogether. He cannot be happy with himself right now. He knows that that Uber probably would have swung the round around. That's a tongue twister. And it's going to be interesting to see how he rebounds from this. The both scouts are up top for Bro. Scout and Demo going up top for Flow here. Soup wants to be a little more protected. The soldier bombs are coming quick here. Soup goes down to Boomer and YZ50. There's a scout fighting a soldier in the Bro garage. YZ cleans him up, and Pure goes down to Oplad and Blaze here. The flank doing huge work for Bro.
Mezer's still up though. It's a big mid-win.
Harblue's about to come in though. Harblue's sitting in the garage, hiding up on that balcony.
This has to work. If he doesn't pop the med or get something,
he's running away.
Oh.
And this okay. Second time today. Are you kidding me?
Oh man. I'm gonna watch it on stream here. Oh, there it is.
The pure unbridled rage emanating from DJC there at the second TV delay map change 0.
That was a real scream, by the way. I'm assuming that we have a winner. I was gonna get all.
Bro won 5-3. Flow are officially eliminated in 4th place. And you can see the stream chat absolutely going insane right now, knowing that Flo have lost.
Unbelievable finish. I apologize on behalf of ESEA, guys. We can't obviously control that. Oh, I mean, they can by doing something easily, I think, but we can't in the caster's chair. I was really looking forward to seeing that last play. I wanted to see how Flo was going to react, but that mid-fight told the story. They played really scared, and in the end, they just got cleaned up. So, your #1 seed, guys, Flo is out. We didn't get to see them the last breath of Mihali's Flo, but they are done in 4th place. Reaction, Sigma.
Completely the opposite of what I thought was going to happen coming into this LAN. But, man, the thing I really have to say here is, so far we've seen a really even set against LG, between LG and Flo, and then we saw a fairly close set against br0 and Flo, although br0 did a lot better. They took them out in 2 maps. But the thing I have to really focus on so far at this LAN is that Mix-Up took br0 down in 2 maps, and they were playing pretty dominatingly in those games, so I'm thinking Mix-Up might be the team that just rides to the finals here. They have the upper bracket. They really did well against the team that did well against Flo. So as long as LG doesn't have their number, Mix-Up is going to be pretty scary coming into the next set of games here.
Okay, yeah, so what happened, I guess it was it the first round or the second round of the LG, the second map of the LG versus Flo, where the server shut down early?
It was the first map.
It was the first map, and we missed Hardblue backstabbing Shade, who had Uber, and then killing Banny, too.
Really?
And then we missed the final round of the #1 seed getting eliminated from the LAN. So we missed 2 pretty crucial moments today off of that.
I want Sal to line up all of the ESEA admins that could have had a hand in it, like in a row, and just run like doing a full slap on all of them, just like every face down the line. That would be great. It happens. We've had it happen, I think, almost every LAN. I don't know if it happened last LAN. It sucks that, you know, 2,600 people didn't get to see the finish, but hey. At least it wasn't the grand finals, guys. What we do know is it's going to be the upper bracket finals next, which is going to be a great match. A repeat of last year's championship, epic series, epic double best of 3 versus Mix-Up and LG. And they're going to be playing here in a little bit. We'll get info on exactly when they're planning on that. Teams do have to eat at some point, so we're definitely going to take a break. But we can pull up the stats there from that Granary match and discuss them. Are they up, DJC?
Sorry, I'm trying to
You're so mad, you're like punching like you're squeezing a stress ball, so like the goo stretches out between your hands and stuff.
We do have some statistics, and they tell you exactly what you would imagine.
We'll try to get them up on stream here too.
Here with a 15 death, the key Uber drop in that second to last round. Died 6 more times than Mezzer, despite the fact that they had the same number of Ubers. That number actually should be 1 higher for Brad, but there is the drop in the UCD column. Ruin went 23 and 13, tried his hardest to keep this team out of the losers little area, I guess, wherever Flo are gonna go sit and lick their wounds. I don't even know. But I'm not gonna harp on Shrugger this game. I'm actually gonna point out Wonderwall. Despite that 1 good middle he had, having your roamer go 10 and 18 when the other roamer goes 23 and 13, and
yeah, but I'm looking at the stats right now as well, and there's one number that jumps out at me that I frankly can't believe. Do you know what number I'm talking about? I'll give you a hint. It's a damage number.
There's a lot of interesting damage numbers here. Dummy's 390 is pretty nice.
I'm looking at the low tally. I don't want to say any more about it because he had it was doing well on the scoreboard, but Shrugger, 2,350 damage. That's not a lot of damage, unfortunately. That's pretty telling. 8 and 17. He didn't get a chance to turn it all the way around, so...
I just got a statistic, I guess you could call it, from my friend S on my chest. I can't say his full name on stream.
Please don't! It's a real person, by the way.
Yeah, it's a real person. We'll just call him S. He says, and I quote, Shrugger didn't get a kill the last 6 rounds on Granary.
Are you serious?
I think he's serious. I do remember Shrugger sitting at 8 a while back.
Ooh.
Oh, man.
Wow. That's tough. It's gonna be tough for him to come back and here I'm sure he's gonna get a lot of crap about that performance at LAN, so Can you explain it, DJC, or is it just nerves and first-time stuff, or what?
Well, what I said, I think I said this on Pirate Radio, or maybe to some people in private. Shrugger's style of movement does not work that well on a zero ping environment. It relies on the ability of soldiers to not have instant reaction time. And when they have 5 ping or 0 ping, they pretty much have instant reaction time. It works out a little differently online. We can juke and weave around those rockets. And it seemed that, like, the worse he played, the more he just sunk into the hole of, like, low self-esteem and lacking confidence in himself. It just feels like kind of a mossy stone rolling down a hill, or whatever that awful proverb is, where it just continues to build up and build up and build up until eventually it smashes into a wall and shatters into a billion pieces.
DJC Confucius giving us these,
Confucius say, if you do 2,349 damage on LAN, you probably lose.
Oh man, you guys are so wrong too. Alright, so we are going to have an interview here. I guess the scores are wrong, I don't care. Interview here, Big Sal is standing by in a little bit here with Oplad and Blaze, who played, Oplad carried them pretty hard on Viaduct, and Blaze was some of the craziest roaming plays I've seen. I want to say he killed the combo 3 separate times, and as a roamer, I pride myself on getting a medic, but when you were able to get the full combo more than once in a LAN finals match, you're doing something good. So really good play by him. Definitely out-roamed Wonderwall, which is not easy to do. Sigma, before we go to the interview, is there anything else you want to say, looking at the stats, summing up Flow's overall performance? They just didn't have it today. Maybe if they stick together, Shrugger makes another LAN, he'll be able to kind of redeem himself, but not a good showing for a team that a lot of people thought were going to win it.
Yeah, and they've expressed a lot of interest in going to I-46 as well, so I mean, the tournament hosted by XTV to decide who gets to go will be getting played online, although I don't know if that's the best thing in light of what we're seeing right here, because, of course, I-46 is a LAN, so, you know.
Here's the really interesting thing. The I-46 show match is next weekend. Do you think they'll have Shrugger play in that? Like, after this performance? I know, like, the rumor before LAN was that Shrugger already wanted to quit because he wasn't really having a lot of fun and wanted to go back and play in IM with his old friends, and Steve C and the other people whose names I forget. I'm sorry, guys, on that team.
Yeah, I think you're okay. You're saying Steve C in front of 3,000 people, like that ever deserves to happen. Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, I think I've heard rumors that they're thinking of replacing him anyway, or not. Like he just didn't want to play along. But I also heard that he was going to I-46 either way, so it might be helpful for them financially just to keep him because he'll pay or something. I don't know. But yeah, I mean, after this performance and knowing the finicky nature of invite players, that they will probably look to replace him. Looking over here, I'm not sure if the interview is in a couple minutes. I'm getting word from Sal. So, Greg, are you here, mate?
Yes, I'm back.
Did you see anything in that last couple matches? Well, we had you after Viaduct. Did you see anything during Granary? Just Flo not playing nearly as well as we expected.
Well, Pure kind of dropped the ball a few times, I feel. Obviously, you've pointed out Shrugger, but I mean, Brad dropped 2 Ubers in that map, yeah. And he, like, earlier on today, he dropped Harblu a few times, like, you know, close to 3 or 4, maybe even 5, and it felt like Harblu was getting really frustrated with, you know, first of all being dropped earlier in the day, now Brad's dropping Ubers, and he just kept, like, overextending because he was just really, you know, it felt like he was being really, really frustrated in that game. Other than that, of course, Blaze, wow, like, literally just, you know, shutting anything down out of the Flow team. You know, the moment they get any semblance together of looking like they want to go forward, momentum, Blaze comes through and kills both Harb and Pure, and it's just like, well, that's that gone, you know, bro, we're just going to rock in and just take the round now. So
okay.
It's pretty...
I don't mean to cut you off, but judging by what I'm seeing, the next match is going to start soon, so we're going to get to this interview right now, and so we don't miss any time in the upper bracket finals. I am getting word that it's ready now, so I don't see anything on the stream. I don't see Sal's wonderfully sculpted, handsome movie star face, and that's bothering me, but he does say he's ready, so here we go! There is Sal. So we're going to kick it to Sal here for an interview with Oplad and Blaze.
Say that every match All right, guys, and I hope you guys can hear me okay. We've got Oplayed and Blaze here. Oplayed, Blaze, say hello, everybody. And these guys are from Seriously Bro. They just ended up winning against Flo, which means that Flo, the first team out. Sorry, I'm off the screen a little bit. I know. Even Blaze is a little excited about that. So, guys, you both went huge in these games. What was going on at the LAN that made these so different?
4 hours of sleep? I mean, I'm not too sure. We just kind of played our game.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, we stayed focused. Like, I don't know. It was, for some reason, like for this lane, it felt easier today than it has like in the past for me sometimes. I don't know what difference was, but maybe the settings are just more comfortable for me. So that definitely helped me out personally. But I mean, as a team, like, you know, we were a little disappointed from our first matches, but we knew we had a good chance against Flo. So we weren't too sad about the map choices either. So that helped out a bit.
Okay. And now, Blaze, you were just destroying the med on. Was it mostly on Granary or Viaduct that you were just completely going ape shit? So what was that about?
Anything. I'm serious. I actually don't remember anything. I'm so tired right now.
All right, so you heard it here first. Blaze, super tired. Oplay, what about you, man? So you say it just felt easier. Was there something that your team did to like shut down Flo, or was it pretty much just let's play the game?
It's mostly let's play the game. I mean, we had a good idea of what they do, like at mids and things like that. Like, Soup is pretty slow compared to other demo men, and sometimes doesn't have as much of a impact as some other players do at certain points. But they like to jump both soldiers, so we're ready for that. But they actually, like in Viaduct, they were doing that a lot early on, and they were both getting destroyed, so they stopped doing that as much. And on Granary, they didn't do it as much as they did like when we scrimmed them the last time we played them. So it was kind of interesting how they changed things up a little bit like that. But I mean, it was still worked out pretty well for us. But on Granary, like I think we lost a bunch of mids that were like we actually had an advantage at one point, and then we just kind of like had one mistake, lose it. Like there's one time where we like flanked randomly when they all just walked on the point through a tiny choke, and if we had one other guy, we would have won it, things like that. But so overall, it went pretty well for us, I think.
All right, guys. So I think we were all surprised by it. Yeah.
That's just.
I didn't expect it. I thought we were gonna get fucking destroyed.
This guy literally says that like every match we play. We're like playing mix or like, you know, like during the season it's like 4-4 or whatever. He's like we're gonna lose. There's like halftime, like we were up against 3-0 against Quantic, and he's like we're gonna lose. And that was like the first time he was right when we played him on Process. That was the only time he was right. But yeah, every match he says that. He's like, I don't even know.
He's a little pessimistic. Yeah, all right, guys. Well, good luck in the upper bracket. I guess you guys are. Or is it the lower bracket? Lower bracket. So lower bracket finals. You guys are facing off against. Is it against LG or no? It's against whoever loses. That's right. So good luck going on in the future. And if we see Seriously Bro taking the tournament, it started right here.